If you have the habit of falling asleep right after exercise due to fatigue, you're likely cutting your workout effectiveness by more than half. What's even more serious is that this habit might be slowly destroying your health without you realizing it. Shocking truths revealed by the latest sleep science and exercise physiology research will completely overturn everything we thought we knew about recovery. The hidden physiological storm happening after exercise. Right after finishing your workout, your body undergoes a complex process, similar to a high-performance race car, slowly cooling its engine after running at maximum speed. During this time, your heart rate remains 2 to 3 times higher than normal. Your body temperature exceeds 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and blood circulation works at maximum capacity to supply nutrients to your muscles. Most importantly, crucial hormones for muscle growth and recovery, like growth hormone, testosterone, and IGF-1 are secreted at peak levels during this period. These hormones play essential roles in repairing exercise damaged muscle fibers and making them stronger. If you fall asleep during this critical time, all these processes either stop abruptly or proceed inefficiently. It's like suddenly turning off all equipment at a construction site while building work is in full swing. The 90-minute golden window you must never sleep during. The most important time frame discovered by sports scientists through decades of research is the 90 minutes immediately following exercise. During this period, muscle protein synthesis rates increase by an incredible 400 to 600% compared to normal levels. The 90-minute time frame is crucial because it closely relates to our body's biorhythms. The human ultradian rhythm, called the 90-minute cycle, perfectly aligns with the post-exercise recovery process. Sleeping during this time causes growth hormone secretion to drop dramatically, reduces blood flow to muscles, and most importantly, significantly slows the process of lactate removal from muscles. Consequently, muscle soreness lasts longer in recovery time until your next workout doubles. A 12-week study comparing groups who slept within 90 minutes of exercise versus those who didn't showed the former group's strength. Improvement was only 40% of the latter group's gains. Disruption and dangers of temperature regulation systems. Another dangerous aspect of sleeping immediately after exercise is the disruption of temperature regulation systems. It takes at least 60 to 90 minutes for elevated exercise body temperature to return to normal. This process isn't just about cooling down, but balancing overall physiological systems. Falling asleep with elevated body temperature interferes with normal progression into REM and deep sleep stages. The brain's hypothalamus receives confusing signals, significantly reducing sleep quality and negatively affecting next-day condition. More seriously, sleeping with elevated body temperature accelerates dehydration. When additional dehydration occurs after already losing significant fluids during exercise, blood becomes thicker, potentially straining the cardiovascular system. Quick question: how long do you typically wait before going to bed? After exercise? 30 minutes, 1 hour? Or do you lie down immediately? Your answer could determine your health outcomes. Cortisol spikes and stress hormone backlash. Inappropriate post-exercise sleep causes abnormal increases in cortisol, the stress hormone. Under normal circumstances, cortisol should gradually decrease from afternoon through evening, maintaining lowest levels at night. However, sleeping immediately after exercise disrupts this natural rhythm, causing cortisol to spike dramatically. High cortisol levels promote muscle breakdown, increase fat storage, and impair immune function. Even more alarming is that repeated patterns can lead to chronic cortisol excess, potentially causing insomnia, depression, and even diabetes. Exercise efforts intended to improve health can actually harm it instead. Collapse of blood sugar control mechanisms. Post-exercise sleep also seriously affects blood sugar regulation. The process of replenishing muscle glycogen, depleted during exercise, occurs most actively 2 to 3 hours after exercise. Sleeping during this time interferes with this crucial process. When glycogen replenishment doesn't occur properly, next day, Exercise capacity drops significantly, and insulin sensitivity decreases. Reduced insulin sensitivity directly leads to increased body fat and higher diabetes risk. A study comparing groups who slept immediately after exercise versus those who waited. Appropriate times for 6 months found. The former group's fasting blood glucose averaged 15% higher. This represents dangerous levels that could push healthy individuals toward pre-diabetes, immune system disruption, and increased infection risk. Exercise temporarily suppresses immune function. This is a normal response, but proper post-exercise recovery should strengthen immune function beyond previous levels. This process is called the open window effect. Sleeping immediately after exercise delays this recovery process, prolonging the immune suppression state. Consequently, risks of infections like colds and flu increase significantly. Studies of athletes found that those who didn't allow proper post-exercise recovery time had upper respiratory infection rates 2 to 3 times higher than the general population. Importance of nervous system recovery and sleep timing. Exercise places considerable stress on the central nervous system, particularly after high-intensity exercise. The nervous system remains in an excited state, making immediate sleep difficult and preventing proper recovery even if sleep occurs. The time needed for nervous system calming varies by exercise intensity, but typically requires 60 to 120 minutes. During this period, sympathetic nervous system activity must gradually decrease, while parasympathetic nervous system becomes dominant for quality sleep. Sleep without complete nervous system recovery remains in light sleep stages, significantly reducing growth hormone secretion. Since growth hormone is primarily secreted during deep sleep stages, failure to reach these stages severely impairs muscle recovery and growth. Digestive system dysfunction and nutrient absorption interference. Post-exercise nutrition is crucial for recovery, but immediate sleep significantly impairs digestive function. During sleep, digestive enzyme secretion decreases and gastrointestinal movement slows, preventing proper food digestion. Particularly, protein absorption rates consumed after exercise drop significantly, disrupting amino acid supply needed for muscle recovery. This becomes a major factor reducing exercise effectiveness. Additionally, undigested food remaining in the stomach increases gastroesophageal reflux risks and causes sleep discomfort, further reducing sleep quality. Hormone secretion rhythm disruption and long-term effects. Our body's hormones follow precise 24-hour secretion rhythms. Inappropriate post-exercise sleep disrupts these rhythms, potentially causing serious long-term health problems, particularly when melatonin secretion rhythm is disrupted. Sleep disorders become chronic and important. Hormone secretions like growth hormone and testosterone become irregular. This can lead to various problems including muscle mass reduction, increased body fat, sexual dysfunction, and depression. Analysis of hormone profiles in people with wrong post-exercise sleep habits for over 10 years showed hormone states 10 to 15 years older than their actual age. Proper post-exercise recovery routine. So what should you do after exercise? Most important is gradual cool down. Don't stop exercise intensity suddenly, but gradually reduce it over 10 to 15 minutes. This helps naturally stabilize heart rate and body temperature. After cool down, engage in light stretching or foam rolling to release muscle tension. This process aids blood circulation, promotes lactate removal, and accelerates muscle recovery. Within 30 minutes post-exercise, consume recovery food containing protein and carbohydrates. However, avoid overeating. Appropriate amounts that don't burden digestion are important. Hydration is also essential. Ideally, replenish about 150% of fluids lost during exercise. Replace electrolytes along with water. Importance of pre-sleep preparation stages. After 90 to 120 minutes post-exercise, when body temperature and heart rate stabilize, you can begin preparing for bed. However, don't try to sleep immediately but go through preparation stages. Shower with lukewarm water to cool. remaining heat and change into comfortable clothes. Set room temperature to 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit and dim lighting to promote melatonin secretion. Avoid blue light emitting devices like smartphones or TVs, and instead calm your mind with light reading or meditation. Through these preparation processes, you can achieve natural, deep sleep. If you want more evidence-based health information, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest discoveries. Here's to your healthy transformation.